All right, here we go. I would like to play first. I'd like to keep her. We got a turn 3 Jace. We've got a turn 4 Elspeth. Doing it. And with that Birds of Paradise value. This deck has been incredibly fun to play. I'm on board with this deck forever in Modern. This is absurd. Alright, what are we playing against here? Looks like our opponent is going to have a mana dork of his own. Yep, fair enough. Okay, now we're doing it. Alright, get our Hierarch out here. We will assert our Birds of Paradise dominance by attacking him for 1. Fetch up a Stomping Ground here. Then just play Jace. What is it? Probably a Bant Eldrazi. Oop. No! Alright, we clicked through. That's fine. That's fine, because I can just fetch a basic. You know what we should do, though? We should just play Doubling Season and then play Jace after that and just win. There's no reason to even mess around with any of this. Yep, turn 3 Doubling Season. We'll have the turn 4 Jace. We will ultimate Jace. We will have an Emrakul from our deck. So we're playing against Bant Eldrazi, and we will establish... We've already established Birds of Paradise dominance, okay? We've already set the example. He knows what's up. And now we're about to establish Eldrazi dominance. Because we're going to have Emrakul. Unless he thought knots us, I guess. That would be a thing. Oh no, we're getting thought knotted. If it's literally anything but thought knot, the game's over. And even if it is thought knot, he's in a heck of a lot of trouble. Okay, so the game just ended. Literally, we're going to attack him for 16 on turn 4. Why not? Why the hell not? Yep, it's a Jace Architect, a thought friend. It's got 8 counters. I'm just going to go ahead and ultimate it. I'll cast a spell from my deck. Mine will be Emrakul. Maybe I'll cast a spell from your deck, too. Do you have an Emrakul? No? Alright, well, I'll take my Emrakul. What are you going to give me? I guess we can actually look at his deck here. I mean, it's a Drowner. Yep, Drowner. That's the most... Okay, so now how do I do this? Click cancel when done. Okay, I've picked. I sure hope this works. Okay, great. Cast. We even get to take an extra turn. Casually kill him on turn 4. Oh, does he have the path? Oh, so he does. You did it, man. You have path exiled. I am, however, still going to establish my Eldrazi dominance. You have a Matter Reshaper and a Displacer, and I have an Emrakul. So, Displacer is actually one of the few answers to Emrakul, though. It's worth keeping in mind for future games here. This one's over because we're going to take another turn, but it's worth keeping in mind because you can just blink our Emrakul. Now we're going to find out, at least I don't actually know the answer to this, if Doubling Season will, go the full way and double twice, so this would have 16 on it if this works. Okay, yes, it does work like that. Sure. The old 16 counter Elspeth Sun's Champion on what is essentially the 4th turn. Alright, Bant Eldrazi. The Blood Moons are not great here. I mean, they're not bad. I don't actually think his deck's very good against a Worship. It's just Path, right? We can spam out guys. Not playing board wipes. Yeah, I think Worship's pretty good. The Blood Moons are okay because obviously we can hit the. I'm keeping this one. We can hit the Eldrazi lands with it. At the same time, he's playing Birds of Paradise and Noble Hierarch, so it just seems sort of like a poor decision. Just board him out. I'm keeping this one though. We have Mana Dorks. Turn 3 Xenagos. Turn 4 Chandra. Chandra a little awkward with our triple Mana Dork hand. Can't minus it like you typically want to. But I think this is an important one to have in the deck because sometimes you really do need to minus it. And sometimes you need to wheel away some of the Mana Dorks in the late game. I think what this deck wants more of is more Jace Architect of Thought. I think, oh my gosh, doing it again. I think once you basically realize that the strongest play this deck can do is to play a Doubling Season, play a Planeswalker, and immediately get an Emrakul, and just immediately in the game, you want to maximize your ways to do that. Especially when Architect of Thought is actually just very good in a deck like this. Birds. Harbor Elf. Township. Next turn we'll play Doubling Season. Turn after that, we will Ultimate Xenagos. So we get exile the top 7. I can get any number of creature and or lands from it, so we can get an Emrakul. Which is, as it turns out, is pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Doubling Season out there. He might have a Disenchant for it. If he does, he does. We'll deal with it then. As it stands right now, this Nykthos produces an extra mana. I wonder if we can actually, we may be able to play Nykthos, play Xenagos, plus Xenagos, play Chandra. But I guess we're just immediately going to Ultimate Xenagos if he doesn't kill this. Chandra does not necessarily get a lot better when you have Doubling Season. Allows you to wipe the board for 8, but yep. So he cannot, well, this is, maybe we'll draw one that actually lets us cast Emrakul so that the game ends, because right now the game's not over. Even if Xenagos hits him, I mean, just ultimating this thing immediately is not even that great. Sure, he was worried about the Cavany Township, that's why I've been sandbagging this. Okay. So, I guess there's no reason not to just, so we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, play Xenagos. So I could Nykthos right now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green. That doesn't do anything. It's probably not going to end up doing anything anyway, so just go ahead and minus this. I don't think putting tokens that he can blink out of existence is the play. I think that we just minus this. And see what we hit in the top 7. We can spam the board. Oh my god, we whiffed. That is rather unfortunate. Okay, well then. No creatures. Take the lands. We can keep a Nykthos. So I can't actually make double red though. I think we'll just pass. That was rough. That was rough. Okay, so I mean, if we had hit the Emrakul, I mean, there's so many mana dorks we need just to make more mana, right? And then next turn we could have, we'd be able to do this with our Chandra, which I don't think we can do right now with 1. Maybe we can. Maybe we will have enough to activate this and cast Chandra, but I kind of doubt it. 3, we need 9. I'll count at the end of his turn. We might be able to. We're just getting beat down as well, though. Okay, so this makes 1, 2, 3. So we're tap these out, and we'll make 4 mana with this. So then we'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we will have enough, as a matter of fact. We'll have exactly enough if I don't pop this. And this is a neutral play. Now, the thing is, he's just going to blink my birds at the end of the turn. He's going to blink a bird, which takes us off of the mana, and then we're doing it. Nothing here feels good. We can take another hit, though. I'm just going to let it go. What may end up happening is we have to flash this in on our end step. I don't know. Maybe this is so one. So this is going to make. We'll tap these out. We'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we'll have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so we still have enough, right? We'll get rid of the canopy. So this will make 5 mana. So we'll have 5. And we'll add a. Oh. I see. We don't both have blue. Awkward. Okay. And we don't have both blue and double red. I see. So maybe we'll cash in our refuge here. Or cash in the canopy. I mean, I could have Chandra'd minus to wipe the board. Which is what we're going to do on our next turn. If we have to. Sure, we'll go down to 3. That is awkward, though, that there's actually, we were never going to be able to do that. I just completely whiffed on the mana counting. But he is going to tap out. So Drown of Hope is like the perfect tap out, too. Maybe we should have done some chump blocking. Could have thrown our Hierarch in the way. And if he's actually smart and taps down at the end of our turn, that's going to be pretty rough. Okay. Okay, good. He didn't. So why don't we just win? What can we do now? I bet we can do quite a bit now. So I think it starts by making a bunch of green mana, right? Or can we go? We can go red, white, red, green, 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 green. Plays and it goes. So yeah, and then there's so much math. So I do have access to red and white. So I think I can play Xenagos and Nahiri. The problem is they can just tap down. He can tap down our Emrakul. We can take an extra turn, but he can tap down Emrakul. And I do not have this, or do I? No, I don't. I have access to 2 red this turn. Awkward. Unless we use Xenagos to make the red. So can I play... I'm trying to figure out a way in which we can make a lot of mana, play Xenagos, make more mana, play Chandra, add all of the mana, wipe the board, play Nahiri, get our Emrakul. So I'm just... bear with me while I math. So we can go red, green, green, green. We use 1 red that way, and we have Xenagos. Xenagos will make infinite red. Yeah. We can then... So at that point, we've used these 3 things. We can use this and this to nick those for a bunch of green mana. And then we can have this left over for white. So I need to count how much mana we can actually make. Okay, so we play Xenagos. And we'll have 4 mana from the Xenagos. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana from the Nykthos. So that's... this is so much math is actually easier to do in paper than it is online, but I think we can... I think my count was that we can make it work. Alright, Xenagos. Xenagos in. Make 4 red mana. Use 2 of the red mana to tap our Nykthos for 6 green. At that point we have 2 red and 6 green. 2 red and 6 green. That allows us, yeah, we've got enough. I'm going to cast 3 Planeswalkers this turn. Jeez. This is pretty ridiculous. Deck is truly absurd. Alright. Give me all that. Now, give me all that green mana. Okay, so now we add white. Oh, no, we need to add red with that one. We add red. We add white. We add white. We untap this. Alright, we play Chandra using green mana. Even had 2 extra mana, as a matter of fact. Alright, now we minus 5 Chandra to wipe the board. This is so ridiculous. Now we cast Nahiri. Now we ultimate Nahiri and get the Emrakul. Oh my gosh. He was so far ahead on board. He actually could have messed us up if he had blinked our Birds of Paradise and our upkeep. But he probably did not think he was going to have Xenagos, Chandra, Nahiri, Emrakul all happen to him on that turn. That was ridiculous. Oh man, that math was worth it.